So yesterday at your town hall, you were asked, a resident raised concern over the budget cuts. You deflected telling them that, asking them if they protested in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Are you calling on New Yorkers to go to D.C. to protest? And do you believe it's fair for them, as you're the elected mayor here, to be putting that onto them to then go protest in D.C.? And I just have one other question too. In Texas yesterday, governor there signed a bill making it illegal where police can arrest migrants for crossing the border illegally. Is this one of your upstream solutions? Do you support it? Any other response on that?
Okay, so let me do it in layers. I traveled to D.C. numerous times. The Million Man March, to fight against abusive practices, for school support. That's what we do. The heart and soul of who we are as Americans is to go to our center of government and raise our voices when we believe government is not responding accordingly. So I'm not pushing this off on New Yorkers. I'm saying to New Yorkers, you're angry and I'm angry. And the source of our discontent lies in Washington, D.C. And we need to mobilize and rally and go to D.C. and say to the national government, this is not fair what's happening to New York City. And so what I want to successfully do, I want to tell to New Yorkers that class that you're saying should not be cut. This is not our desire. Our desire is we put money in those classes. We put money in senior services. We put money in cleaning our streets. So I need to connect New Yorkers to the source of the problem, because many New Yorkers, when I meet them on the subways or on the streets, they say to me, well, I never knew you couldn't stop people from coming in that are migrant asylum seekers. I never knew that you don't have the authority to do deportation. You don't have the authority to say that you're not going to house people. Many New Yorkers don't know this. They're not aware of it. And so it is my role to educate them. This is who is responsible for what we're seeing in the city of New York. So I don't think it's pushing it off. I think it's what I was always told as a child, as a young adult. If you want to advocate for something, don't depend on just one person. Get engaged. Being a detached spectator in this full contact sport called life is not what I subscribe to. Being engaged. What Governor Abbott is doing is wrong, and I don't even think it's legal. He's, from what my understanding is, that he's talking about arresting people who come across and seek asylum. That is when people come across, they seek asylum. It is, I think, part of the Donald Trump type policies, and I don't subscribe to that. I think we need real immigration reform. We need a decompression strategy. We need to make sure those cities who are feeling the brunt of this receive the financial resources that they deserve. That is what I believe we need to do. If we're going to allow this to take place, we need to not put the burdens on everyday cities. And our coalition is growing. I keep saying over and over again, our coalition is growing. Others have joined me and realized this is wrong, what's happening to these cities.